So hello everyone. In the previous video we have built this React application and this looks good, but we have designed this particular thing, that is our extra component, very good. But the problem is with our header component. We have built this header component, but the problem is that we have not designed it properly. We have added some styling to this particular component, but there are still some issues with this. It is aligned at the center, but it is not looking good. So for that, what I will do is, let's go to our this one header.js, and here the first thing that I have encountered in this one is this is paddings, not the padding. Here you can see in the index.css we have a class with the name. Here you can see we have a class with the name paddings, not the padding. So that's why I have replaced this one. And also let's add this inner width. Okay, let's add this inner width to be some 100%. For that I will just make it to inner width. Okay, let's go over here and see. Still, we are not able to see any sort of changes over here. Only a small change, that is, this particular thing has come down. Only that thing is something that we are encountering over here, right? So, for that, what we can do is here let's create a new file. Okay, let's create a new file for styling our header.js. Okay, so for that, here I will go. We already have this header.css. I will just bring it over here, header.css, and I will style this one. Here, I hope we have given this class name, that is hrapper. Let's style this entire section. To style that entire section, what I will do over here is, that is h wrapper, right? So for our h wrapper, first thing I want to give is the background color. Okay, so I want to give the background color, and I have given this gradient. I will change it to just black. Okay, I don't want to make any changes into the colorations. I will just keep some simple colors over here. You can change it if you want. Let's go over here and let's see if that is visible. Okay, not visible. We have not imported that header.js. We should import our header.css. Okay, that is header.css. That's enough. And let's go now. Error in SRC components header.js can't resolve header.css. Okay, let's see what's the issue. Here we have the name header.css. Here I should give it in this way, right? Okay. Yeah, we have got this done, and here it is turned into blackish color, right? Here we are not able to see these things. That is, whatever I have written over here is not able to be seen. It is because the color of the text and the background color is same. So for that, the simple thing that I want to do over here is I will give the color to some white. I will give the color. Okay, I will give the color simply white. Okay, here let's go and see. Okay, you can see that change has been applied over here, but at only this thing is changed, our entire stuff is not changed. We don't want this particular thing, right? We don't want it to be like this. So for that, let's go over here, and here what I will do is let's style our h container. Where is my h container? Here it is. Let's style this inner div. Okay, so for that I will write it as h container. I will write it as h container, and let's style this one. I will justify this content. So to what we can justify is we can add the space between to this. Okay, and after this let's add more styling. Here I will add the padding from the top. Here itself, why am I going there? Here I will give the padding from the top to be some just one rem, and then let's give the padding from bottom. I will give the padding from bottom, that is again let's give it as same one rem itself. Okay, and after this let's give the color. Okay, so here color, what color I will give is I will use some sort of gradients. Okay, for this here I will give the color of the secondary. What this particularly secondary means is that it means it will consider the parent component, and with respect to the parent component this one's color will be lighter. Okay, or you can say it will have the less opacity. So that is what I meant by this H container having this color secondary. And after this let's style our these anchor tags. Okay, so before that let's see how is our web page looking. Okay, you can see it has gone this side and it looks good to be at this side itself, right? Okay, let me give it to 100 itself, and it looks good to be at this side itself. Okay, and now I will be adding more number of stylings over here. So for that let's focus on all of this one. Okay, all these values we have inside our anchor tag. So that is I have written inside a class with the name H menu, right? I will focus on that particular thing, and here first give the gap. Okay, first let's give the gap to be some 2 rem, and after that I will focus on H menu when these particular things are hovered, what I want to do over there. Okay, so here I will go and I will focus on H menu, and when it is hover, H menu, and when it is hover, what I want to do over here is here I will make the cursor to just a pointer. I will make the cursor to pointer. Let's go over here, and you can see whenever I bring my cursor over here it is getting converted to the pointer. Okay, and after this let's see what are the other changes we can bring into this particular website. Residencies, our values. Okay, so okay, so this is not able to see properly, right? So for that what we can do is here I will give the flex center class. Okay, you already know what this flex center class is. I have said it in the first video itself that a class we have it inside our index.css. Yeah, and now you can see all the values are looking properly, all the anchor tags content is looking properly, and we don't have any issue with this now. Everything is looking just fine, but the thing is that this contact is looking not good, right? It is looking like just a practicing developer has added that particular button. So for that let's focus on our button. We will be using a lot of buttons over here. Let's say after this also we will be using a lot of buttons over there. So for that reason I will not be writing the styling for this button in the header.css. Rather I will be writing it over here in our index.css. Okay, so here I will write somewhere. You can write it anywhere, it's no issue, but I prefer to keep the code organized. So for that reason let's here focus on the button. Okay, so for the button the first thing that I want to do over here is I will give the font weight. I will give the font weight. Okay, so let's give the font weight to be some 500. Okay, I have not given the button class over here. First I will give the class name for this button. Class name. button. Okay, so we are focusing on the button now. I hope this is clearly visible. Okay, after this to our button, we can give some padding. Okay, let's give some padding. I will give some zero point 0.6 RAM. You can also ignore this padding because it is very small values, right? It will not have any sort of greater impact. But to make this web page look very perfect, I'm adding this stuff over here. And color, I will just give it to white. I want the text to be shown in the whitish color. And let's give the background color. Okay, so background color, let's give bluish background color. Why means most of the web pages have this bluish color, right? And also that looks good to have a button in this blue color. And after this, let's give our border. I will not give any border for now. If you want, you can change it, or we can change the border if we need later. And border radius is very important. I will give the border radius. I like this border radius because instead of having some squarish stuff, if it is something it has some rounded corners, it looks good, right? Okay, so let's come here. We have given the border radius, and after the border radius, let's give this transition. Okay, so transition, we have learned this transition stuff in our CSS. Okay, CSS, and also we have applied a lot of this animations and transitions in our, I think, in the portfolio website, portfolio project. Okay, I hope you have learned those things, and yeah, I will be applying this transition for the 300 milliseconds, and I will make it to ease in. Okay, that looks good. And let's go over here. Let me just reload it. Yeah, still now we are not able to see any changes over here, right? So, but these things are looking good. These things are looking good. And for this contact, I want some transition. So, for that, I should write this transition when hovered. Okay, so what I will do is I will focus on the button when this button is hovered. Okay, so I will, first thing I want to make is I will make the cursor to pointer. I will make the cursor to pointer, and after this, let's add the transform. That's all. Let's not focus on making a lot of stylings over here. Let's make it simple. I will transform, and let's add the scale to be some just 1.1. Okay, I hope that will work. I hope that will work. Let's go over here. And yeah, you can see if I hover on this, this size of the button is increasing. Okay, that looks good. And yeah, here this is looking something plain, right? If I hover on this, I want something to be shown, or that is, I want the grayish background to appear over here. So for that, we have this H menu, right? Let's go to H menu. We have written it here in the header. H menu, when hovered, I want to make the cursor pointer, and also I want to make the background color to some grayish color. Okay, let's give some grayish color. Okay, let's reload. If I hover on this, that thing is not applied over here. Let's see what's the issue. I'm focusing on this H menu. Let me remove um, okay, so what is happening over here is it is directly focusing on the first cell, right? So instead of that, we you can just remove this one, or if you still need this, what you can do is you can write a one more H menu over here, one more H menu over here, and you want the hover. Okay, you want hover. I will keep this one itself. Okay, it is not still not being applied over here. The reason is that the other properties, other CSS properties are uh, this one removing this one. Okay, what is happening is when some other properties have the greater priority, this property is being removed. So let's not focus on that for now. Let me just comment it out, because we cannot go through all the CSS stylings and see what is doing over here, right? So for that I will just comment it out. We don't need the stuff for now. Later we can change those things over there. And yeah, here we have done this sort of changes, and let's see what are the other things that we can apply over here. Okay, so for that I think we have done good changes to this our header, or you can call it as a navbar. We have referred it as a navbar itself in our previous videos, right? Okay, we have done proper changes to this navbar and it looks good. This website looks good. And also here, if we go, here I'm not able to search anything. It is just giving this search symbol and this text area. Why this one is disabled? Let's just go and see why it is disabled. We have added it inside our extra, right? We have our high location marker, and yeah, we should not add it inside of this one. Why are we adding this inside of this location marker? We have used this high location marker only to display that particular symbol of the location. Okay, we don't need this thing to be shown inside of that one. So I will remove it from here and I will add it after that one. Let's go over here, and yeah, now you can see, if I click here, we are able to enter as many as number of values, and we can search also. The same property for this button, that is contact, and also this search has been applied over here, right? So after this, what we can do is, we are done with our header JS. We will not be focusing on that, at least for now. And here, let's add few more things. Okay, we have our this website, and we should show our customers about what are the achievements that we have done as a company, right? We should show how many good customers we have, how many good projects that we have delivered till now. All those things we should show to our customers, right? Okay, so to show that, we will show it right after this one, right after our search bar. So for that, what I will do is I will create a few spans over here. And before that, I have encountered that this image is very large. Reduce this image, that is the task I'm giving to you. Reduce this image size, and also I don't want it to be scrolled. Okay, keep this entire thing in the one page itself. This is a huge thing. Here also we have a lot of spacing, and it is not looking good. Okay, so make that possible on your own. Apply the scrolling, and here, okay, so to avoid the scrolling I will just decrease this one. Okay, let's go to our header.js. No, not in the header.js, in our extra.js. I will minimize all this stuff. We don't want to focus on all this stuff for now. Okay, to make our code look smaller, I'm doing this one. And here what I will do is, after my search bar, right after my search bar, I want to apply few properties. Okay, so this one is, okay, right after my search bar, I want to add those statistic kind of stuff that I said, to display more about our company in a more better way. Okay, so for that, here I will create a class with the name Flex Center. I will keep the class name Flex Center, and for this particular thing I will make it as stat. Why stat? Because we'll be showing some numerical data over there. Okay, why? That's the reason I have kept it to be this name. Again, you can change if you don't like, or you can keep the names according to your conveniences. And let's create one more thing inside this. I will create one more div with the class name of flex start, and again I will give the class name start to this one also, flex start. No, not this flex start, I will apply to all the columns that we will have. Okay, so flex column start. Okay, I want it to be applied. Okay, so here we were. In this I want a div of class name flex column start, flex column start. Those stylings I have written inside of this index.css, and after this I want one more class that is stat. Okay, so yeah, now it has been applied. And after this I want to have the span. Okay, we will be showing it inside our span. So let's show three things about our company. Okay, so let's show three things our about our company. And here what I will do is, here I will have a one more good feature, one more good library I will have, that is nothing but a count up. I will tell you what count up basically is. This is lowercase or uppercase, I have just forgotten it one. Okay, no issues, we will change it if some issues appear. Here let's keep the starting value to be some 8,000. First I will show you what we are doing over here, what the particular count up is. Okay, I will go here and count up, count up. Let me see if any image or gif is available over here. This is nothing but something like count up values. Okay, count up demo. So yeah, let me show you. In this one, this count up is nothing but initially it will have some it will have some 10,000 likes. Okay, it will increase when you reload the page, right? It will increase when you reload the page. That is the something functionality that I'm trying to add over here. Because why? Because it will add good impression to the customers. Okay, and after that let's increase to 9,000. Okay, so here inside our span we have written this count up, and here it will start from 8,000 and it will end to 9,000. Okay, so the number of projects that you deliver will be definitely increasing, right? Definitely increasing or decreasing, whatever you consider, it will be changing, right? So for that reason, here instead of writing these hard coded values, you can also bring these values as a props. Okay, you can bring these values as the props from other components. You can do it. Or once we have implemented this project, we have done with all the stylings and all, we will be focusing on that kind of stuff. And for now, here what I will write is, um, here I will write premium products, premium properties. I will write it as premium properties. Array properties. Okay, and after this we have written our premium properties. And one more thing we should set is in what duration this is happening. Okay, so duration I will set, the duration can be 4 milliseconds. Okay, this one is quite large, so 4 milliseconds. Here let's import that count up. It was earlier, it was by default, it was getting installed over here with the npm, but I don't know if that feature is available now or not. So for that we will see if the error still persists after importing this particular thing over here. we will just npm install it. Okay, so here I will import count up, from react count up, from react count up. Also, as react is a open source library, you can build these kind of things. Okay, you can build these kind of libraries and you can contribute to the react. Okay, let's see if the errors still persist. If the errors still persist, what we can do is we will just react countup is not defined. Okay, something like this. So for that, let me check what is the library that we should install. So for that, let's go over here. Let's see if any, yeah, countup.js demo. I will go over here. Here, let's see where is that particular count up. Yeah, they're showing the source code for that. We don't need it. um, Count up demo. Let's go over here. Okay, let's go over here. Npm install react count up. Let's see if this particular thing works. Yeah, that's working. And let's also see what they have mentioned. It is still loading, so let's just ignore it. Here our count up is getting installed, so let's wait until this is being installed. Okay, react count up, and until that particular thing is installed, we can do few more changes over here. Okay, so here I will show how many numbers, and below that I will show the premium products, and after that I will show the plus sign over here. Okay, I will show plus sign over here to say that, to say it indirectly that these products are still increasing. Okay, so these are the kind of stuff you should add. Okay, we can add it inside of this span itself. Span, inside is span. Here I will just add the plus symbol. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, 9,000 plus premium properties. Yeah, you can see that a particular thing has been applied. Yeah, you can see if I reload here, this thing is increasing, right? So this was the something that I wanted to add over there, but it is a very huge value. Let me just change it to 8,500 so that we get a better value. Yeah, you can see it is increasing in this way in the 4 seconds. Okay, if you think the duration is very high, you can just change it over here. Okay, so let's just get this terminal down. We'll get this terminal down, and after this one, here it is definitely not looking good, right? It is definitely not looking good, and it is very a small thing that is hiding in the corner, right? So for that, what we should do is we should style it using the different properties, css properties we have. Okay, so let's see what are the things that we can do over here. um Flex column start. I have applied flex column start. Okay, so what we can do is we have created this flex center stat, right? So inside of this, we can have a number of stats over there. We only have one particular stat over here, right? We can add three more stat, okay, to showcase about your particular property, okay, or particular business. We can add three more stats. So for that I will copy this entire thing and I will keep on pasting these things over here. Okay, I will keep on pasting these things over here. Here what I will make is, um you can change the values over here. I'm just thinking what values we can give over here. Here, instead of premium properties, you can give um, happy customers. We cannot give happy properties over there. We should give happy customers. And yeah, and again, what thing we should change over here is, I don't want this thing. I don't know why it is by default it is changing. I don't want to change all the occurrences and I will just change it. Okay, so we were changing it over here, right? We have added the happy customers and here it is starting here. From here it is starting. So happy customers, let's decrease some number over here. Here you can add some start to be 50. Let's assume that this is a small business and here you can add 90. Okay, so plus, and okay, that is good. Okay, we have added it for our happy customers. And let's see what is the other thing that we can add. Let's add award winning over here. Award winning. Okay, so for the award winning, let's add some even smaller value over here. Let's start from 10. Let's say this particular business has won 15 awards and yeah, duration is 4, and we will increase, we will not increase, we are basically adding this plus symbol over here. Okay, so let's go and see if those things are added. Yeah, you can see that has been added over here. Okay, I think I should decrease this one. I will make it to 25. Okay, so yeah, you can add any values over here. That is not the main focus. The website should look good. Okay, so adding these values and giving what the values you can add is up to the, is related to the client. Okay, client will say what values you want to show, and all those things will be obtained by the client or the particular server. Okay, you don't have to worry about those values over here. And now in our, let's go to our extra.css and let's style our stats over here again. Let's style it at the end. Okay, I will style my stats and let's give the width to be 100%. That's the first thing that I want to do in this. I will give the width to be 100% and um, justify our content. Okay, justify content space between, I will add the space between justify content. I have added space between. And next thing is, we can focus on the stat, uh, the stat and the right next thing after our stat, that is count up. Okay, the right next thing after our stat class, we can focus on that one. To write that, we can write it in this way, nth child. Okay, nth child. So that is first child. I'm focusing on the first child. And syntax error. And inside this, what I want to do is, I will give the font size. Let's give the font size to be some, here just to them. Okay, so I focused on this and let's focus on the last child. Okay, for that what I will do here is, I hope all these things are being revised also. Here, I'm focusing on our stat Okay, nth child. We are focusing on our nth child and one, and after that we are focusing on our last child. Okay, we are trying to focus on our last child. Okay, so let's give the color. To what I'm giving this color is the last child, that is this one span, right? This is the last child inside this stat. On that I'm trying to focus, and here I will give some color. Array, I'm giving the color to be some. Let's give the orange color over here. Let's go. Okay, so here you can see that styling is has been applied, but the issue is that it has been applied to our premium properties also, right? So for that we should have to make some changes into this. Let's see what is the thing that we have done over here. We have our premium properties inside this one. Here I don't think any issue is there with respect to our HTML. Here I will give the one more class to our premium properties. I will give the class name to this class name, and I will give the class name of secondary text. Okay, I have given the class name of secondary text for this, and um here I have written this one, and let's go over here and see. Let me reload. Yeah, even if I reload, we are not able to see any changes with respect to this one, right? So let me just see, let's see it into it more so that we can get any hint to this. I will copy this one secondary text, and I will add it everywhere. Okay, I will add it for my one more span, that is happy customers. Here I will add it. Okay, again for our award winning. So here instead of happy customers, you can just have the happy clients. That is up to you. Here we can go. No, still not changed. It has not been changed. So let me just look into it. So guys, the issue is here. I had written stats. Here I had written stats, but the class name we have written over here is stat, right? So that was the issue. Let me go over here. Now you can see these things are aligned over here, right? And also this particular styling was not applying over there because I had written it in this way. And now again, here all those things are aligning at the left side, right? So here instead of the start, what we can do is instead of the start, we can make it to appear in the center. Okay, so here I will make it to flex column center. Flex column center. I will copy this one and I will add it over here. Flex column center, and again I will add that particular styling over here. Okay, so I hope that is cleared. We have added this flex column center instead of the flex column start, and again we have added this change this stats to stat. Okay, so after this what we can do is we can bring the name of the companies. Okay, name of the companies means the companies which are tied up with us. We can bring that particular stuff into our project. So for that we will have to download a lot of images. We will be downloading a lot of png images. Okay, so before that, here we have made the class name to secondary text. Right here we have made the class name to something secondary text, right? So in the same way we will add that particular thing here in the description also. So here is our description. Let me just copy this one, secondary text. I hope we have the class name over there. No, we don't have the class name over there. I will just copy this one, secondary text, and I will be adding that particular secondary text. I'll be copying this entire thing, and I will add everywhere we have this text. Okay, here I will add this text, and I think we have the two text. So no, not this one. Um, yeah, here also we have this most suitable property and all, right? So we'll not be adding it over there, but here I think I had one more span. Yeah, here it is. So I will add it here. Okay, I have added the class secondary text. So for that, here you can go and here you can search. I have written the class for the secondary text. Yeah, here you can see the primary text and the secondary text over here. Okay, so for you can change the primary text also for some of the values over here. So basically for our description we needed this secondary text, so we have added it over here. Just think about where we can add our this primary text.